Okay, me as well. All right,
Hey,
there we are.
somebody else is clapping.
All right, so
Good.
good evening, listeners. This is I don't have my notes in front of me. Around the Mulberry Bush and Psychic Medium Tree with another episode of Mulberry Trimmings.
Yeah, and you can catch me on psychicmediumtree.com. I offer online readings by Zoom or FaceTime, as well as in person.
Yeah, and there is a link to the radio show on Around the Mulberry Bush now.
That's
So
so
if you go to
cool.
aroundthemulberrybush.com, you can click on your link from there and on the radio show.
Thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, I had to think of something to do.
Well, we're talking about heroes tonight.
Yeah, you know, I want the fiction of the comic book world to be a part of my project with all of this, and I've talked to comic shops about ideas and stuff like that too. So I think including heroes and superhero themed stuff is good, and real world heroes, because I've also included that in my theme when I wrote my Jacksonville stories. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's important.
Yeah. All right. So who's your favorite hero? Superhero.
My favorite superhero?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
well,
check it out.
that's easy.
Superhero
That's
comic.
Superman. I mean, that, you know, I have to default to Superman every time. I do.
Superman's pretty
I
awesome.
mean, he comes from a different world. He can destroy the world, but he doesn't, and he's all farm boy and noble and all that stuff. So,
and he's also a hero in real life because, you know, he got paralyzed from the neck down.
That's true.
And he really was tougher than nails and tried to hang on for a very long time.
That is very true.
So, yeah, he and his wife are both kind of superheroes in real life.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, out of the songs that I picked for the hero theme, I'm going to go ahead and play the first one. It is, and we're live again.
So, hey, Jeremy, have you ever met a superhero?
I have.
Comic, really?
Yeah, I have. I've met an actor that played two superheroes.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Which would be?
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the time, he had only played Daredevil, and he was filming a movie called Forces of Nature, where they filmed it 3 days at south of the border in South Carolina, and then finished it up in Savannah. So I met him when he was in Savannah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
And you know,
cool.
he's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So how about you?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? When I was 10, living out in LA, and my sister and I got to go to the trailer of Linda Carter, who plays Wonder Woman.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
knocked
do.
on the door, and she was as pretty and sweet as we thought she was.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
She's talented musician
got-
while she sings, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gave us a full 8x10 photo of her with a signed autograph.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yes.
That's worth millions, I'm sure.
I'm sure it is.
God, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I also, out in LA, met Bill Bixby.
Okay.
So, you know, they're filming The Incredible Hulk, and Bill Bixby's the little guy.
Yeah. He's the mild mannered he's the mild mannered person that gets angry.
Yeah, he's just the little guy compared to the Hulk.
Right.
The Hulk
Yeah.
is huge, so.
Yeah. I think in the old TV show he was Bruce Banner, whereas in the movies he's David Banner.
Oh. Okay.
But he's still Dr. Banner, the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. That's cool, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Bill Bixby, he passed from cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suddenly, while they were still showing the show, I think he was still a part of the programming.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and throw on the next song. It's by the Black Eyed Peas, and the reason I picked it is because every Batman TV show from the old 1960s stuff had pow and bam and boom in it, and that's the name of the song. Yeah, what is? Oh, wait. There we are. We're back to reality. Here we are.
And fact of talking about reality, I was wondering, what do you think about real life heroes? Do you have any?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Okay.
I mean,
nice.
I can name a bajillion different enforcement things and stuff like that, but
just name 2.
all right. Well, about a month or so ago, there was a firefighter convention here in Jacksonville, and I dropped 4 of those fellows off, 4 Florida firefighters. So this was like a world firefighter thing, and these 4 guys, they drove in the car with me over there. And you know what they all agreed with, and me too? We love Florida.
Yeah.
They were all very enthusiastic about it. I was almost in tears. I'm serious. That is heroic, man.
That's heroic.
Fighting fire.
Why don't they have comic books about those guys?
Well, those guys are usually the cleanup crews for when the bad villains come in to burn the earth up. They're, while Superman and Batman are flying around in the sky, they're down on the ground putting out the buildings and stuff.
Right.
They're still in there, but they're not like the guy that they talk to.
Yeah.
They fly over him.
All right. Now, who else? Who else do you see as a real life hero?
Well, I have had personal conversations on a daily basis with probably half a dozen Jacksonville child support officers back in the day. Not currently, but back in the day. And I can tell you right now that is a tough job.
Tough job.
And it's a necessary job.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
So those are heroes to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, a long time ago, when I was teaching acrobatics and parkour, I had decided I would be my own superhero. And that's what I had the kids and teens be their own superheroes. So we did all kinds of cool parkour tricks where they would learn to flip off trees and jump over fences, jump off things safely. We learned a lot of stuff, but parkour is pretty fun, and I did it all the way up until I was 50.
Do you know the X-Men?
I'm 100 now.
Yeah. Don't believe it.
No, but I did it for a long time. I did a lot of parkour.
Do you know the X-Men?
The X-Men?
The mutants and all. There's one in the comics called Daredevil, Nightcrawler.
Yeah?
And he's quite the acrobat.
Is he?
He also has the ability to teleport through space and stuff. Boing, boing, to another spot. But he's also acrobatic about it.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
I could see that being a skill that you could teach.
Yeah.
You probably would have been an instructor for Nightcrawler.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of superheroes, too, my own dad taught some film crews in Japan for a movie that was called Never Die, I think it was called. But that's the Japanese translation. Anyway, he taught all those guys how to fight combat because he was, a military combat specialist. So, yep, he taught the Japanese how to fight combat.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, for the movie.
I'm sure they're glad to have that know-how now. That's interesting.
Yeah. So what about you? Is there another real life hero that you can think of?
Well,
if you were to make a comic book about him and you think, oh, what a great real life hero.
There's
above and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot. I can name a bunch of people that are noble and good.
How about the search and rescue helicopter pilots?
Yeah, I know.
They're pretty tough.
I think I need to interview one of those guys.
Yeah,
I do. I need to interview one of those guys specifically because you can't say the words, has a house near the North Pole, flies around saving people's life and stuff. Without, coming up with some kind of super heroic analogy to that. Jesus. I mean, come on. That's awesome. It's so cool. Yeah. So, I would like to, at some point, convince them they'd be all right to talk on the internet, since we have a max 5 listeners most of the time anyway. Yeah. 5 people will hear you.
Yeah. You know what? There are superheroes in daily lives. Look at some of the teachers. Some of the teachers are fantastic. And day after day, they're inspiring kids and, you know, turning out champions, and it's amazing.
It's true.
What some people are.
It's true. I've met teachers of all kinds of people with needs and lots of stuff along those lines too. That all serve the noble purpose of bettering humanity, I think, and that's what makes someone a hero.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So we're waiting for callers to call in. If you are a hero or identify as a hero, call in. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead and start the next tune?
Yeah, we'll start.
Oh, wait, we have a caller.
Oh, caller. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Let's see. I think I invite and then they are invited.
Can you hear him?
Not yet. They have to push the button on their side now.
Okay, we're waiting for them to push the button and talk to us.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hi there.
Can you hear us? We can't seem to hear you.
There we go. There we go. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh,
Hi.
we can hear you now.
Hi, hi. I was just saying, I remember Nightcrawler from X-Men.
Yeah,
he was very
probably one of my
acrobatic.
favorites.
Yeah, like he poof poof, like that's
Yeah.
like amazing ability, right?
I at one point in time I had a German comic book that was an X-Men theme, and that was the one time that Kurt actually spoke his native language in the whole book.
Oh, what was the native language, if you don't mind me asking?
German. He was a German character.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
cool.
can
That's cool.
back to that, but he started the circus sideshow act, and the X-Men stumbled on him that way, and he didn't know about his new abilities. Oh yeah, good stuff back then.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I wanted to say my favorite superhero, if I could tell you guys, is Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, man.
And the reason why I say that is because there's not just one, there's many in the multiverse, right? That all come from another background. Like each has their own story with their same names. Like Mary Jane, you got the, I forgot the other name. What was the other name of the other girl? The cop's daughter.
Yes, I know.
I can't pinpoint it.
It's still MJ. It's
MJ, and I just can't pinpoint it right now.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. All of a sudden, we're both.
I know. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. I mean, man, I was saying my favorite Spider-Man out of all the multiverses would have to be the Andrew Garfield one for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
Wait.
And then the reason why. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Say again. Who is that again?
The Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason why is because the technology back then, when I was watching it at a young age, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like literally, so I've been catching up on Marvel movies, and I think there's one more Spider-Man that needs to get some light, man. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I do. The Spider-Verse right now in Marvel, I can't keep up with the titles. There's so many. I started reading Spider-Punk, which is an alt universe where it's got like a Spidey punk rock theme to it. It's really their kitsch theme. There's a Spider-Mobile that's a Scooby van in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Still got the red skull.
Oh, wow. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's wow. I mean, when I watched Doctor Strange recently, I was like, oh no, what did you do, Doctor Strange? Like, what did you do? Like, oh man, it stressed me out. Like personally, I was like, no. I was like, he opened up so many dimensions, man.
Oh, but it's gonna leave for what if universes like you won't believe. I mean,
I know.
Storylines now.
Yeah, and that's why, like, I bring up Spider-Man because I think there needs to be. I'm gonna say it. There needs to be a Miles Morales movie or something.
It does. I'd like to see an actual live action version of
Oh,
the
oh yeah, oh yeah.
cartoon.
Same.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think that one really did key in on the
the
concept.
struggles.
Spider-Man is not Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man, but the concept of Spider-Man is what
Yeah,
it is.
the
It's
wanting to be Spider-Man. Yeah.
the great power, great responsibility part. You know,
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
that's the moral and ethical aspect to the hero.
Okay, now
Yeah.
there's been across the globe people that are trying to copy Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. And they parkour, like one guy parkoured up the side of the Eiffel Tower. Did you see that?
Whoa.
As Spider-Man, and then they've done it like different places. You know how they
Oh my God.
how to climb or whatever.
That's scary. That is scary.
I am going to
Yeah.
YouTube add that to the playlist.
Yeah. Personally, I'm afraid of heights. Like, I'm afraid of airplanes, to keep it real with you guys. So, like, you know, yeah. I'm afraid of heights. That's my biggest fear still. Like, I have, I have anxiety when I'm in an airplane. I'm like, oh no, I've heard stories, and it's like I've took an 8-hour flight to my country in Nicaragua, and
Okay.
and that was my very first flight alone. Well, not alone, well, with a group of students. Sorry, but it was a ride for sure. It was a ride.
Well, no doubt, man. I mean, airplanes are they're a big metal can flying through the air based on gasoline tank. So
Yeah.
So that's cool. Where are you stateside now, or are you?
California. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. What had you
Yeah.
up here in Nicaragua?
Well, it was a school trip for helping like basically the rural areas, and what we did was build a soccer goalpost for them. That was basically, I heard it still stands today, but who knows? I don't keep up with the news over there. I think they might have hopefully gave them a better goalpost because those kids didn't have much at the time, and this was in 2012. 2013. Yeah, so it was just a bunch of, the world was just, it was stagnant on a lot of things, and yeah, I just went out there with a group of different schools. Like, there were handpicked students, and I was like, how did I get here? Like, like, how did I get picked? So, my family was all for it. We fundraised, and we got the trip, and then we got to go down to San Volcano over there in Nicaragua, and I was like,
man,
yeah, it was beautiful, yeah, and it was fun, yeah. So I'm sorry, go ahead. Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Today, that's what I said.
That's true, man.
Pretty awesome.
Sports are important. Exercise is important. Keeping all of that alive is important.
That's
like
right.
I could tell you, as a kid, if it wasn't for the basketball courts in Baltimore, I probably would have gone insane.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
I have these things to help with that. That
ground
help.
us. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. I played football in high school, so I was a defensive end and a right tackle, and I played my best each and every game, and we lost some, we won some. And, we had our highlight moments, without film, but it was a fun ride. We lost in the playoffs, but it was all love at the end of the day.
Right. That's really what it's about, anyway. I mean, the world wouldn't be the same if there wasn't some kind of sport to it, really.
Yeah,
Right.
Football. When I was in college, I went to the same college as Sean Covey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And then I also met because we were on a team. The gymnastics. Our gymnastics team got to hang out with the Utah Jazz, so we met Karl Malone.
Oh, wow.
We actually jacuzzied with him.
Nice.
Oh, what? That's funny.
Oh, there goes the reason for us being in sports.
Yep, there you go.
That's the reason right there.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, that does. Yeah, just that music you guys were playing was getting me pumped up. Like the Black Eyed Peas, I was like moving to it, and that's why I was
Yeah,
doing the class.
and I wanted to try to pick stuff that had a little bit of a pace like that.
Yeah.
The very last song for tonight, that's like 3 songs away, is a little bit slower, but I was trying to go with themes that were hero based, you know, like and
Yeah.
the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Oh
pick.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
used to listen. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'll let you play another song if you want to. I'll just okay.
we're just under time constraints,
Okay.
Ben. Thank you so
All
much.
right, man. You're good. Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. You too. You too, guys. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Hey, we're back. Yeah.
We are back.
Yeah, we're talking about professional athletes.
Yes. I have not met any actual that I could say, oh yeah, this sports hero, that sports hero. I never have. I've gone to many baseball games and basketball, and but I've never met anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
I've met a few.
Tried. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But it's just, it depends on what circle you're in. And so, I was on a gymnastics team at the University of Utah. And so who did we hang out with? Other sports people. So,
I did stand a mere 50 feet away from Jimmy Johnson as he was getting out of a crashed car.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. That was super heroic. That was invincible right there. Well, like that song. Never saw anything like that before in my life. It was crazy.
So now who are the superheroes? Like, what's the modern day top super comic heroes?
Well, that's kind of a tough call because a lot of the classic Spider-Man and Doctor Strange is doing really well as far as a hero that wasn't popular back when.
Yeah, I'm glad our caller likes Spider-Man because he's
Spider-Man for
too.
Sure. Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Spider-Man's cool. He sticks to walls and he shoots webs and he's witty.
When I was a kid, there was Supergirl. She was popular.
That's true. Supergirl's cool.
Yeah.
I like Supergirl.
There was some girls, Wonder Woman and her Paradise Island. That was just so fun to watch.
That is true. It was fun to watch. I loved the spin, even as a child.
Yeah.
For a different reason, I think. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Does I Dream of Jeannie count as a superhero?
Sure, why not? Superpowers.
Okay.
She has powers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I have. I do have an I Dream of Jeannie song that I could do, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid, and all the episodes were hilarious. I don't know if they had comics on I Dream of Jeannie, but I think comics are a great way for kids to read because it's entertaining and it's exciting for kids, especially young boys.
Yeah, and there are a lot of ethical things that you learn in comic books.
Yeah, right.
True justice in the American way, that's changed. There's 2 comic book industries that people recognize, Marvel Comics and DC Comics, and Superman is a DC comic. And they've changed it to be truth, justice, and the world, or something like that. It's not in the American way anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Because obviously the American way and capitalism isn't doing so hot. So why would Superman be like, I'm out of here, y'all?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight Hitler with the people that know what they're doing. The world. So hey, let me throw this little ditty on here. This is only 1 minute and 10 seconds. There we go.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was.
So
That was Major Healy and Jeannie.
Oh yeah, Jeannie, she's so fun.
Yeah.
So, do you have another hero song?
I have a song called X-Ray Eyes, which is something that Superman has the ability to do, see X-ray vision.
Okay.
And then I have one called Cold Breath, which is really slow, but that also Superman has cold. He has freezing breath or whatever.
Oh, okay. What about X-ray eyes?
All right.
Do
All
that one.
right, let me do that one. It's really rock and roll. It's classic. You know, you're gonna be like. There we go. We're live.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We had a fun time.
Yeah, everybody have a good evening, and remember to find us on aroundthemulberrybush.com and Psychic Medium Tree at psychicmediumtree.com.
There you go.
Say that.
Okay,
All right.
thank
Have a good
you.
night.